Well, this is my personal view. It stems from both a gross misrepresentation of the nature of the occasion. You are celebrating India, the mother of democracies, the world's largest democracy, now the 5th largest economy in the world, going in the direction of the 3rd largest economy in the world. And you want to disassociate yourself from that. You're disassociating yourself from India, from what is Indian civilization, culture, and Indian democracy. I mean, in 1926, when this became the physical building of the Imperial Legislative Assembly, to 1947 till it was then. But in 1947, who was in power then? They're going back on their own past. And just because they want to oppose, because there is a, I don't know what the reasoning is, but I read out just now, and I'll read out to you again. Former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh and Sonia Gandhi ji inaugurated the new assembly complex in Manipur. He was a Prime Minister. She was not even holding a constitutional office. But more than that, they've done it repeatedly. And then when I tweeted the other day, somebody turned around and said, by 1 minute, somebody turned around and said, नहीं वो तो पार्लियामेंट की एनेक्स और लाइब्रेरी को आप क्यों मिक्स कर रहे हो पार्लियामेंट के साथ? अरे भाई आपने पार्लियामेंट बनाया होता तब भी वो भी आप ही ने करना था ना, अगर आपने बनाया होता. एक ने आपने बनाया नहीं, अब कम से कम ज्वाइन इन द सेलिब्रेशन एंड नाउ यू आर ट्राइंग टू फाइंड फॉल्ट.
आपको अगर याद हो कि जब पार्लियामेंट की नींव रखी गई थी उस समय भी कांग्रेस ने बॉयकॉट किया था इसका इनॉग्रेशन, एंड दे आल्सो सेड कि इस तरह के खर्चा करने की क्या जरूरत है. तो आर दे इन प्रिंसिपल अपोज्ड टू द आइडिया ऑफ अ न्यू पार्लियामेंट? बिकॉज़ वी सीन द कंडीशन ऑफ द ओल्ड पार्लियामेंट.
I would find it very difficult to have an intelligent conversation with them on that, because इनके अपने लोगों ने, जब श्रीमती मीरा कुमार स्पीकर थी तो उनके सेक्रेटरी ने अर्बन डेवलपमेंट मंत्रालय के सेक्रेटरी को चिट्ठी लिखी थी कि भाई ये पुरानी जो पार्लियामेंट बिल्डिंग है, दिस इज आउटलिव्ड इट्स यूटिलिटी, यू मस्ट गेट अ न्यू बिल्डिंग. जयराम रमेश इज ऑन रिकॉर्ड. ये जो अंग्रेजी के मास्टर है, क्या नाम है इसका, शशि थरूर, ये कहीं मलेशिया गया था और ही सॉ द बिल्डिंग और कहा कि आई विश वी कुड हैव अ पार्लियामेंट लाइक दैट. तो जो हमको मिलते हैं कुछ कहते हैं और पब्लिक कंजम्पशन के लिए कुछ और कहते हैं. आई थिंक दे आर slowly but surely ensuring that they will fade into oblivion.
They are saying that you are undermining the authority of the President of India and the Vice President of India by not calling them.
Arey bhai, there is a very clear, see, you have a head of government and you have a head of state. Who is undermining? Their issue is they quoted some articles of the Constitution and then they were trying to give some of us gratuitous advice. Bhai, President is very much there, but she's the head of state. And no occasion in their time did they get the president to that. Also, they were doing their prime minister or their, Mrs. Gandhi, I don't know what post she held then. So I don't know, you have a different set of standards for yourself and a different set of standards. But I think what will be remembered, this historic occasion, this comes once in the life of an individual and in the life of a nation. The celebration will take place, Parliament will open up, and somewhere in the footnote will be that some of these guys did not attend.
The sacred symbol is something which is going to be established in Parliament. Now, we've all heard about the history to do with as well. Do you think it's a dilemma for the Dravidian parties, in particular the South Indian parties?
I should like to think it will become problematic for them. This is my view. Because especially if you trace the history of, I'm not going to the Chola period. I'm telling even in 1947, it was Sri Rajagopalachari who suggested this, and that it became a part. It's very, not only symbolic, but it really captures a very powerful message. Now, if you go back on that, it's a different thing for all these years. It just lay in, I think it was in Allahabad, Prayagraj, in a museum. But there's a very sacred and powerful messaging which goes with it. And I think, yes, for the Dravid parties, it would be a difficult.
My final question to you, there are several leaders, including a 6-time Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, whose party is saying that these issues can be discussed later. You can have a debate in Parliament, do not boycott. Jagan Mohan Reddy is also saying the same. Do you think that the opposition party should reconsider the decision? Are you going to ask them to reconsider?
Well, I would most certainly, except that don't quote me as saying I am asking them to reconsider. I think the correct line is the line given by Mananiya Grah Mantri ji. They should introspect and take a decision. Yeah.